Hello everyone. Today I will continue the chapter, the poem, what I have started in my last class, and this is the final class related with this poem, Keeping Quiet. This poem is written by Pablo Neruda, and Pablo Neruda is very famous for his way of expressing about the relevancy of the life of the modern people. In this poem we have seen that the poet is talking about the unnecessary rush and the things which is not good for the environment and the people's life. Student, in today's class we will discuss the theme and the poetic devices used in this poem. As you can see that I have given you a page. I have given you a page, and in this page you can see the themes and the poetic devices I have written. Okay, so I will just explain these themes and the poetic devices, and the chapter will be complete. Then I will give you today some extra questions which is very important for the examination. Student, starting with the themes, that first theme what we have seen in this poem, the theme of introspection. What is introspection? Introspection means to think about yourself, to think about your work, and to think about your thoughts. What you are thinking is right or wrong, what you are thinking is fruitful for the society or not. And if you are thinking this kind of thing, that means you are introspecting your own conditions. And as well as you can see the thoughts the poet has given, the thoughts related with the existence of the life. Students, we have been existed on the earth to do some good things, but for the greed, for the daily duty, for the responsibility, for the different things, we are just living these kind of ideas of the good deeds, and we are just engaged in the unnecessary rush and the competition. So the poet has used the poet had given the first theme, the theme of the introspection and the theme of the existence. In the next, we have seen when we were doing the summary of the poem in the last class, we have easily found that the theme of the brotherhood, the poet is advocating to spread the message of the peace and love and brotherhood. Student, the next thing, the poet is trying to change the world from unnecessary rush to a peaceful and harmonious world. The poet is trying to convey the message of the harmony and peaceful environment in the society. Okay, so these three themes are so important and easily found in this poem. Next part, moving to the poetic devices, as I have given you. Student, poetic devices is some technical things what you will have to find from the poetry, and in poetry you will see that this kind of technical things. Some poetic devices are based on the structure of the sentences or the word structure of the poem, and some poetic devices are based on the meaning of the poem. As you can see that I have given you the first example of alliteration, and there are so many examples of alliteration in your poem. Keeping Quiet. The first example is sudden strangeness. You can see that the sudden strangeness. Sudden strangeness is in the line number 2, 4, 6 and 10. The line number 10 you can see the sudden strangeness. Yes, see, I am just giving you the pencil mark. Sudden strangeness. See. So the first poetic device is alliteration, sudden strangeness. The same sound is in the beginning of these two words. So this follows the example of alliteration. Okay. Next poetic device used in this poem, which is metaphor. Metaphor means to comparing some things without using the like and the as, comparing words. So the poet is just giving the sense to put on clean clothes. Clean clothes mean Clean clothes mean not literally the clothes. Clothes means the attitude. So the poet is advocating to use the new type of attitude in which there is no importance of unnecessary rush, and there is no need for the um, running behind the dreams and the other things. Okay, yes, we must try to fulfill the dreams, but unnecessary rush is not so important. This creates lots of chaos in the world. So the poet is trying to give the metaphoric example of put clean clothes. Put clean clothes. Clean clothes means the clothes, the attitude in which there is not any kind of blames and the things. Okay, so new type of attitude is important. Next example, I'm just explaining one example from each poetic devices. Next example is repetition. Repetition means in one line, if one word is repeated for more than one time, that means that structure is called repetition. Repetition is used to give the empathetic sense, to give the strong sense of something. So without rush, without engine. This line you can find in the line number 4 to 6, 8. Line number 8. See, I am just highlighting that thing. Yeah, without rush and without engines. Okay, so this is the example of repetition. Okay, students, next poetic devices is imagery. When you will read this poem, you will imagine a different kind of condition in the world, different kind of things. And here the cold sea is the perfect example of imagery. Cold sea means the sea is not just creating the highest waves and tides. Okay, the sea is just keep and calm, and that sea is not creating lots of tides and waves. So that means it's a cold. Okay, so cold sea. Next is antithesis. Antithesis is a new kind of poetic devices, and if you are finding the an opposite thought in the same line, okay, one thought is opposite to the another thought, that is called antithesis. Okay, this kind of poetic devices is used to give the empathetic sense of something. Okay, like the poet is saying that count to 12 and we will all keep still. How? If someone is counting, then how anyone will be keep still? That means this is antithesis, counting and keeping still. In one hand, poet is saying to count, and in the other hand he is saying to keep still. That means in one hand he is advocating to do some work, and in the very next line he is expressing to be still. So this kind of thought, one thought is opposite to the other thought, that is antithesis. Next is the personification. Personification is the example when you will personify some unperson thing, non-human things. Okay, if you are saying that a tree is behaving like a human being, that means you have given a personification to that tree. Here in this poem, the poet has given the personification poetic devices for the earth. The poet has presented the earth as a teacher, and the poet is trying to learn from the earth as a teacher. Okay, the poet has given the message of to produce something new, being still, being quiet. Okay, the poet is saying that the earth is still, not doing any activity, but when the time comes, it produces some new kind of plants and new kind of things. Okay, so the poet has given the earth as the role of the teacher. Okay, so this is the poetic devices and the themes and the explanation of this poem. This is a very important poem. I am going to give you some questions, Every question will be short answer question, because from the poem there is no long answer question procedure in the examination. So each questions will carry 2 marks. I have given you the homework to complete the questions of the exercise. Yeah, see here, exercise. Think about it, think it out, and I think you have done the homework. So today I will give you some extra questions which will be very important for your examinations. Do that work, study properly, read the chapters, read every subject, because it's a very critical time for the especially standard 10 and 12 students. As I have spoken, as I have talked about this thing in my last classes. Have a nice day. Thank you.